Today we head to Wembley for the very first time in our managerial career here at Leeds United. We start, however, with arguably just as important a game. At home against West Ham at Ellen Road, we currently sit 7th in the Premier League in our first season back at this level. Our side, however, is certainly worthy of challenging for a European spot. Just the nature of the way that players grow in career mode sees us challenging where we are this season. We find ourselves 3 points behind first opponents West Ham. If we can win, then we look great for a top 7 at least. But if we lose, then it's probably 7th at best. We shall wait and see how the fixture list pans out. With then Liverpool at Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final. Followed then midweek, just 3 days later in fact, with a game at home against Everton in the league before pushing on into what will no doubt be the Premier League season finale tomorrow. Potentially the season finale. Unless, of course, we have an FA Cup special to come, which we certainly wish that we do have a Premier League finale with an extra episode yet to be recorded. As ever, saying thank you to you guys in the comment section for your continued support. Today we're saying thank you to Adstar, saying thank you to Daniel, and we're also saying thank you to Riptay as well for your continued support both in the comment section and on stream, be that on Twitch or the YouTube live channel. We're not going to waste any further time though. The side is growing well. Ruter is 84. Van Everijk 81 now. Ampadu, Ampadu, Pirou and Somerville all at 82 now as well. And Melier, actually, for that matter. The side is growing very well. Strauch and Roden are slow to pick up and follow. And at the minute, I think Joe Roden, indeed he has hit a blockade at 79 rated. So maybe we look for a new starting centre-back next year. With Cresswell growing and up to 77, we might have Strauch and insert new centre-back as our two starters, and then Roden and Cresswell as our backups. That might be what we do, actually. That's something I hadn't thought about for Season 3. We need to know where we're going to be playing, if we're going to be playing in Europe in Season 3, though. So let's play West Ham first and try and cement ourselves in the top 6/7. They've lost 2 of their last 5. They are in 6th, though, as you could tell from the table. Kudus on the right, Yusuf En-Nesyri up top. We've got Buka in goal, which is an interesting decision nonetheless. Edson Alvarez at centre-back because Andrich is in at CDM alongside James Ward-Prowse. And Irving at cam is another interesting inclusion. You'll notice Callum Wilson in there on the bench as well. Darragh Bowen to make an impact too. So if the starting 11 don't do it, they have players that can and invariably will step up to do the job. But our 11 isn't bad either, so let's go and get the job done. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. Of course, if you haven't seen yesterday's episode, my God, go and watch Monday's video. The most entertaining episode of the season so far, of the save so far, arguably, of FIFA FC24, all told. Unbelievable yesterday. Right, West Ham at home to begin. Come on then. Let's see what we can do against the Hammers. Let's get the job done, please. A draw would be acceptable. A win would be fantastic. And given the nature of the form that we've been in and yesterday's episode, we will come into this favourites for sure after beating Arsenal and beating Tottenham both by 3-2. Seeing off Wolverhampton Wanderers and Middlesbrough too. Ruter through that gap. Genie still does let me down on occasion. Let's go back to Dedic. And Edson Alvarez. And Kurt Zuma. Peru could step in. Doesn't. Andrich. Irving. Zuma. One back by Peru. He didn't score at all yesterday, I don't think, Joel Peru. Despite all the goals that were flying in for us. But he's back in business today. Pressing from the front, winning the ball back, racing away and smashing it tops. Joel Peru is still the man through the middle up top. Here's Andy Irving. That's Mohamed Kudus. Irving, the weak link in this 11 for West Ham. Or at least the lowest rated player in this 11 for West Ham. Whether he's a weak link or not, I don't know. We've played much lower rated players before. And certainly they have played their part. Obviously Archie Gray was in the late 60s when we first started playing him last season in the Championship. And he's now late 80s, grown by nearly 10 ratings since we started this save. So can understand why the occasional lower rated player is in there, but normally you know who that lower rated player is because they're kind of a young starlet. Whereas Andy Irving, I know nothing about. Somerville has been superb of late. Was wonderful yesterday. Could have scored a worldie there, but it smashed the defender in the face after half an hour here. It's still 1-0, but we're desperately trying to make it 2. And could, if Somerville can dink this, looking for Ruter in the middle. Can Ampadu win this header? Yes. Can Jack Clark bring it down and then volley it tops? He's volleyed it wide. Peru, lovely turn. Really sharp footwork. And here comes Jack Clark, and he would have been through as well. Perfectly timed interception. Archie Gray trying to get to the ball. And I thought, got to it too. The referee disagrees. 3 minutes to go till half-time here. It's still 1-0 to the home side, although James Ward-Prowse's deliveries are always excellent. And so it has come to pass. Yusuf En-Nesyri on the end of it, but that's all about the delivery from JWP. Fantastic ball. Look at the whip on it. It's such a good ball in. And it's a great header too. It's 1-1. Ampadu through the gap to Clark again. And Peru. And Van Evite driving down the line. Tuck it back. Here's Peru. And Genie out of his feet. Side netting only. Could have gone in at half-time, still in front, but we won't. We want to try and get a victory here. Clark, tuck it back to Peru. Bend it. Oh, what a save from Buca. Really well done. 81 rated and showing every bit of it there. Somerville with the delivery. Ampadu's up. Could fall to anyone. It's Andrich that it does drop to. There'll be a white shirt underneath it though. Van Evite will pick that up. Play that through the gap nicely. Jack Clark. Here's Ampadu. And Genie. Space. He scored the occasional worldie on his right foot recently, Genie. Tuck that back quickly. Peru trying to do the same thing again. Keeper comes up, trumps for a second time. Somerville! I tried to be cheeky and squeeze it near post. It didn't quite work. Tried from the corner. Once more, Ampadu challenging! And winning the header, but heading it wide. His second goal won't yet come. Tuck that back. They've got everybody behind the ball here now, West Ham. They do not want to lose this game. Peru, they might though. Somerville's in. Somerville! The keeper's keeping the minute. It's what he's there to do, but he is doing it. Somerville whips the ball. Kai Wagner's underneath this. Edson Alvarez wins the header. Pascal Strout will knock that back. Somerville will deliver. Ampadu could have been there. Edson Alvarez there for a second time to just thump clear. And anywhere will do, as the phrase goes, for West Ham at the moment defensively. They're under so much pressure here. Drill it into Peru. Hold it up. And runners. And Ampadu of all people. Ethan Ampadu, surely yes! He doesn't score many, but that's a particularly important one. Ethan Ampadu with the goal to surely seal 3 points. For Leeds United, we won't go into 6th with goal difference, but we will be level with 6th. And West Ham, if we beat them here, as is. Lovely take. Get in! Big goal, that. Still the chance for West Ham here to get the equalising goal and still take something from it. Mohamed Kudus forcing himself into a corner here. There really isn't much time left in the game. Digs that across though, but it's a poor one, and Jack Clark will just run away with it. Hopefully, just by getting it forward like this, we've done enough. The whistle goes. We have done enough. Leeds 2, West Ham 1. The run of form at this stage of the season is exactly what we need to maximise our potential league finish this season. And up next, an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against the mighty Liverpool. Luke Ayling's like, can I play in the FA Cup semi-final? No, you fucking can't, mate. The cheek of it. Liverpool line up as follows. In great form, as you would expect. Alisson in goal. Hakimi, Virgil van Dijk, Upamecano and Destiny Udogie. Koke, Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch, with Mo Salah, Nikolai Arthur and Memphis Depay up top. There have been some big departures from Liverpool in this save, of course. Most notably Trent Alexander-Arnold. Luis Diaz has been sold recently too. Darwin Núñez also let go. Dominic Szoboszlai's on the bench. Cody Gakpo. Pedro Gonçalves is a new signing as well. Joe Gomez, Thiago. They're good, Liverpool. Whether that 11's as good as they are in real life, questionable. Whether it's better than ours, no question about it. We are in the away dressing room, but we will play in this kit with my full-strength starting lineup. Everybody's fit. Everybody's sharp. Is everybody going to come back to Wembley for another game later in the season? Decent ball. Memphis nods that down to Ryan Gravenberg. And Mikel Oyarzabal is in behind. And Liverpool on the attack early doors. And it's really good footwork from the winger. Mo Salah runs straight into Archie Gray, though. We might try and utilise our pace on the counter-attack today to stand a chance of doing something in the game. But we're going to have to make sure our passing is accurate if that's going to work for us. You'll Never Walk Alone echoing around Wembley Stadium at the moment. Sure, marching on together will do the same later in the game, but for now, it's all Liverpool in the opening stages, and already you can tell from the way that they pass the ball about, the quality they've got in the dribble as well. This is going to be a game that's slightly different to those that we've played recently. They are particularly impressive in these opening stages. Udogie to Memphis Depay, trying to just put white shirts in the way. Mac Allister wins that back, winds up for the shot, but fires it wide. Lovely football to dink that out to Van Every. Inside here to Pirou, who's turned Alexis Mac Allister really nicely. And with space to get into, and options around him as well. Crescencio Somerville's in behind, and Alisson makes the save. He's going to bobble free. Ampadu, Pirou from range. Oh, the keeper scrambled late. You thought maybe it was going in, but it has gone wide. That's a huge save by Alisson from Somerville. I was sure that was going in. Somerville, nice. Even better. Wagner's away. Not much in terms of support. Somerville's back here. Can we get this to Gini? We can. And there's Jack Clark. And he's in the box. And Jack Clark also fires it straight at Alisson. It feels like when a goalkeeper is that good in between the sticks, the shots don't feel like they're going as accurately towards the corner as ordinarily you think they might. Whether it's because you need extra composure stats to beat keepers that are this good, I don't know. But I certainly feel like both the Somerville and that Jack Clark efforts against almost any other goalkeeper may well have found their way into the back of the net. And more accurately to the corner as well, most importantly. In a minute, I cannot find a way past their Brazilian in goal. But they can't find a way past my Frenchman. So we will stay locked at 0-0 as Pascal Strauch's getting a little bit lost that high up the field. And it looks like it might be scoreless at half-time. Wagner into Somerville. He'll have the pace to get away. Might as well utilise it and then deliver a ball, which is dangerous. And oh my God, Upamecano's put it past his own goal. Somerville's delivery causes chaos in the middle. They're worried about Joel Pirou behind them. No communication between Alisson and Dayot Upamecano. And we lead. Sometimes you just got to put it in the mixer and chaos ensues. Are we coming back to Wembley for an FA Cup final thanks to that miscontrol from Dayot Upamecano? Unbelievable, Jeff. Now we just need to go balls to the wall and just shut up shop and keep them out. Brought Francis Coquelin off the bench to try and be a little bit bulldoggish in the middle of the park. Throw his weight around. Stab at people's ankles effectively and try and force them out of possession. Oof. Try to rather ambitious ball out to Jack Clark there, which would have been superb had it made it. Annoyingly, it didn't make it. Salah to Gravenberg. They've made it level. Liverpool in the 79th minute make it 1-1, and this FA Cup semi-final is back to life. Salah, danger, don't like it. Joe Rodon in the way. Very important interception that. Pirou spread it wide. Gini's there in the middle. Gini's gone. And he's in behind here. Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Rutter. Ampadu. Pirou. Inside the post. So very close to 2-1 leads with moments to go. Alisson beaten. The goal not arriving when we needed it. It might do for Liverpool yet still. Oh, mate. I could have said Gini Wijnaldum as well. Gini Rutter. 2 minutes added on. It looks like we are headed to extra time here unless Jack Clark can do something. We've scored some late goals against big sides recently. We've done so again! again! Jack Clark brings Leeds back to Wembley for an FA Cup final. My managerial guy's gotten stuck in the celebrations. Alisson's made some great saves today. And I think he should have done better with that one, if I'm being completely honest. Jack Clark just with the pace to keep himself away from Upamecano and slammed. It's just shot power that's beaten Alisson. Maybe he anticipated it going further to his right, so thought he was going to have to dive and then didn't. It came quite close to him and pure shot power takes it past the keeper. Jack Clark sends us to Wembley again. We will be back for the FA Cup final at the end of the season. Last kick of the game. It was yesterday's hallmark trait, and we've done so again today. Oh, I can't believe it. We'll go to the press conference, doors slamming, and Wolves beat Arsenal. Wow. Leeds United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers for an FA Cup final. Liverpool and Arsenal both beaten at Wembley. That was not what you saw coming. Everton line up in 16th place, which is where Wolves were last time we played them, with a half-decent team. But it's not particularly fear-inducing, is it? Pickford in goal still. Calvert-Lewin leads the line up top. So, as you would expect, at the very back and at the very front. But in the middle, different, to say the least, for Tottenham Hotspur. I won't be fielding a full-strength side for this. We will rotate a little bit. But we're not going to throw too many men in that wouldn't ordinarily be involved, because we want to make sure we still stand a good chance of getting the result. Obviously, there's a lot on the line for us in the league at this particular moment in time, but put Nicola Pepe in for Jack Clark at the moment. We'll put Drama in as well. Melee's up to 83 rated now as well. We've got some real good, solid growth from this squad now. We'll be intrigued to see actually who comes in for who in the summer. Whether we sell or not, we'll wait and see. But at the moment, this club is most certainly on the up. And hopefully we'll go on the up further in the next one. Although Dele Alli's in good goal scoring form, evidently. Jallo. Challenge Archie Gray. Love that. Oh, full-blooded. Absolutely superb. Nicola Pepe takes that in his stride really well. Oh, and it would have been a brilliant ball. It's going to be handball. It's going to be a free kick. This is Nicola Pepe range. Thank you very much. Right. Underneath it. Over the wall. Into the far corner, please. 2.5 bars of power. Get it over. Get it down again. Straight into Jack Harrison's face. Out wide to Ethan Ampadu. Down the line looking for Nicola Pepe then. Little reverse sombrero? Rabona. He's certainly not got a sombrero on. Delivers a good ball. Pirro's header. Comfortably enough saved. We could still have another chance though. And Pepe again. Could look for Pirro again. And does. But I might have played that a little bit too early. Pirro is in. And there is not a teammate. Well, in Archie Gray. He's having a hell of a game at the minute, Archie Gray. He's here, there and everywhere. In the centre of the park. Nicola Pepe is going to go all the way. Ooh. Fans call for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Nor should they. It was a fair challenge. From the corner. Somerville whips. And up goes Strauch. Pickford at full stretch. What a stop. Loves a bit of that, doesn't he, Jordan Pickford? Great save, though. Try again with Somerville. It's Ampadu this time. It's Godfrey that wins the header. Get it back out. Somerville again. Peru's in there. Peru! No! No goal. Archie Gray. Nice idea. Didn't quite work. Nice idea. Did work. Somerville! 1-0 Leeds. Goal's been coming. And finally it's here. Estiquillo. Here we go to Alvaro Jallo. And in here to Beto. Squared and Dele. I mean, pure chaos in the Leeds United box right now. Bedlam. No idea what was going on there. I don't think anybody had any idea what was going on there. It was either going to end up squirming over the line somehow, or we'd clear it, but not really know how we did it. And that's, as it happens, what happened. Gelhardt is there in the middle, and Joe Gelhardt will win that header, but Jordan Pickford will certainly have more difficult things to do today. Onyango. Into Harrison. Still only 1-0 here. It's not 1-0 anymore. Great driven finish by Beto. And the Toffees are level. Don't want to... Can't really afford to lose this. Can't really afford to draw it either. Not with the nature of the league table around us right now. Squirmed away. Forward it comes, but there's a lot of defenders back here. Not much room, but look at the run. Jack Clark on his bike, out on this right-hand side. His first touch is going to take him inside, into the defender. He gets away from it. Ah, Peru. No, the chance was there. Ampadu. Gelhardt. Peru's left foot. That's the chance. We won't get another. Joel Peru in the 89th minute. You trust that left foot. It's let us down. Driven ball into Dwight McNeil. Alvaro Jallo. Digs up the cross. Very important by Drama. Have we got time to get this forward? Not really. Spread it out wide left. No, there's not time to go on a counter. It's a 1-1 draw against Everton. They have halted our winning run in its tracks. Does that drastically change the outlook of the top 6/7 with West Ham beating Chelsea? You imagine that it does. Manchester United beat Arsenal, meaning that Arsenal are level on points with us now, and our point takes us level with them, but West Ham are actually up into 5th. We stay 7th. We're now 4 points clear of Newcastle, which is good. And in fact, we're 3 points outside the top 4. Such as it concertinaed up in those European positions. Manchester City not yet crowned champions, but very nearly. At the bottom end of the table, Middlesbrough are gone. Bournemouth are gone. And Forest can still save themselves, but it's not looking likely for them either. In the season finale episode for tomorrow, we have Liverpool and Chelsea, which will sim. Forest, Leicester and Bournemouth, which will play. And the Premier League will come to a close. But where will we finish in the Premier League? That's the question. We have absolutely no idea right now. Could be anywhere from 4th to 8th. Join me for it tomorrow. Drop this video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that season finale tomorrow. Or, of course, the FA Cup final after that. I'll see you then.